Thank you, Dr. Sampath, Dr. Vishwanathan, Mr. Krishna Kumar, and dignitaries present here. Thank you for this opportunity. I have a brief presentation on how Tamil Nadu is a model industrial destination. So Tamil Nadu is neither the second largest state in terms of size or in terms of population, but still we are second in terms of the economy of the country. Of the national GDP, our share is almost 10%. We are second only to Maharashtra. We are a power surplus state, 32 gigawatts of power, and nearly half of this is renewable power. We are moving towards a sustainable economy. More and more exporters are seeking renewable power as a source of manufacturing so that they can certify their products as green products, and Tamil Nadu is providing the opportunity for that. Our greatest strength is our urbanization. More than 50% of our population now officially lives in urban areas, and this itself presents a vast market for companies to market their produce. Our GDP is now $265 billion. If we were a country, we would be 46th largest economy in the world. In terms of connectivity, we have 6 airports, 4 of which are international airports, 2 are domestic, and 4 large seaports, 3 at Chennai and 1 in Tuticorin. And this is what helped us during the times of COVID, our connectivity, as well as our the fact that we are connected to value chains across the world. In terms of industrialization, we have more than 38,000 factories. It is the largest in the country. We are also home to more than 75 Fortune 500 companies who have set up operations over here. As I mentioned, we have the highest number of factories in the country, more than 38,000, more than 25 lakh workers are in the formal sector. It is the highest number of workers engaged in the formal sector. Our traditional strengths, whether it is textiles, electronics, automobiles, we have a dominant position. These are our strengths. In automobiles, we account for nearly a quarter of the nation's output. Every second car which is exported from the country is manufactured in the Chennai hub. Apparels and textiles also, we have the highest output for apparel production. Again, 1/3, 1/5 of the textiles production, 1/5 of the machinery production. We have all the international names here, I mean, whether it is in apparels or textiles or machinery or any other sectors. ITES also, we are contributing more than 11%. Electronics, particularly electronic manufacturing services, we contribute more than 1/5 of exports of electronics hardware. And the state is now becoming the EV hub also. We have all the big names like Ola, TVS, Ather Energy, Srivaru Motors, Ampere, all of them are manufacturing in Tamil Nadu. The Krishnagiri district is emerging as the next EV hub. We are also the leading exporters in multiple sectors, whether it is automobiles, garments, electronics. And in terms of exports, we are ranked 3rd. This is across all sectors. Like I mentioned earlier, road vehicles, apparels and clothing, machinery and footwear, we are the leaders in these sectors in the country. How is it that we have come to this position? In terms of infrastructure, it has the best road network in the country. The density of road network, 137 kilometers per 100 square kilometers. This is the highest in the country. And most of this road network is 4-lane, whether it is the national highways or state highways. The quality of state highways is equal to, if not better than the national highways. So in terms of the quality of roads also, it is, I mean, anecdotally also, you can always hear people saying that the moment you come to Tamil Nadu, you can feel the difference in the quality of roads. And the connectivity is across the state. It is not restricted to any particular region. The connectivity, road connectivity to the airports and to the seaports is very good. It shows in the number of the tonnage that goes out also from our seaports. Nearly 250 million tons handling capacity is available at the 4 ports. The airports also, of course, the current COVID time, there are restricted flights, but otherwise more than 500 weekly international flights and nearly 2,000 domestic flights. In terms of green power, we are the leaders. About 50% of it is installed green capacity, and in terms of net generation, about 35%. On most given days, 35% of our energy mix is from renewable energy, and that is how we are moving towards sustainable manufacturing. In terms of water management also, in fact, in 2019, we received the Best State Award for Water Management, and we are now actively promoting TTROs. Chennai itself, we have set up a 90 MLD capacity of TTRO, and this water is being exclusively used for the purpose of industry. None of this would have been possible without a talented workforce. We are skilling not just for the present, we're skilling for the future. And this has been certified by rankings of the government of India itself. So the recent NIRF rankings, out of the top 100 engineering colleges, 33 best colleges are in Tamil Nadu. Out of the 100 top education institutions, 19 institutions are in Tamil Nadu. So 1/5 of the educational institutions in general and 1/3 of the best engineering colleges of the top 100, they are all in Tamil Nadu. So it is not just a question of numbers. In terms of quality also, we have the most talented workforce. It's not a surprise that they are therefore home to more than 75, in fact, now it is more than 80 global Fortune 500 companies. In every sector, we have a presence of Fortune 500 companies. This is just a brief screenshot of all the companies, a few of the companies, the big names who are manufacturing in the state. I would just like to present a brief of the industrial policy itself. So we have classified the state into 3 regions. One is the Chennai region, which comprises Chennai, Kanchipuram, Chengalpet, Tiruvallur district, classified as A. Then Krishnagiri, Vellore districts are and the western districts are classified as B, and the rest of the state is classified as C district. In C category districts, we offer the highest incentives. There is a threshold level for investment to be qualified to become eligible for the incentives, and there are categories. In the A districts, the minimum investment level is 500 crores. In B and C, it is 300 crores. The policy offers a very flexible approach. So depending on what is in favor of the investor can choose across the options that are available. There is a fixed capital subsidy option, there is a flexible capital subsidy, and there is a turnover subsidy option available. For automobile companies, they can also choose reimbursement of SGST. So the capital subsidy that we give, it differs from the category of district and the level of investment. So for example, if in a C district, if you are investing, which is most of the state is classified as C, for large projects, more than 500 crores, in the upfront capital, the capital subsidy that is straight away offered is about 15%. It will be dispersed over 12 years. If you are employing a large number of people, industries such as electronics or footwear, or textiles, they have a very high investment, they have a very high employment to investment ratio. If you're employing more than 2,000 persons, then you can choose turnover subsidy itself. In a C district, you can get 1.8% of your turnover over 10 years, and up to 40% of your investment you can claim in this manner. If you're in the automobile sector, you can also claim SGST reimbursement. Apart from this, there are other incentives that we provide. There is a training subsidy for male workers, 24,000 rupees, and female workers, 36,000. Interest subvention is available for industries in what we classify as sunrise sector, which is electronics, renewables, technical textiles, specialty chemicals, pharma, biotech. In all these sectors, if you're investing, you can get interest subvention also. And for ultra mega and mega for ultra mega projects also, there is an interest subvention of 5% up to 4 crores per annum. There are other standard incentives that we offer, which is the electricity tax will be exempt for 5 years. If you are investing in a C district, there is a 50% subsidy on the cost of land itself. If you have taken land in a government industrial park, in B category districts, it is 10%. There are also incentives for environmental protection infrastructure and on stamp duty. Stamp duty is exempt 100% in C districts and 50% in A and B districts. The policy also looks at SGST refund on capital goods. Certain industries, they have an inverted capital structure, in which case the SGST on capital goods will also be reimbursed. The land cost incentive that I spoke about, there is a discount of 10% in A and B districts and 50% in C districts. For projects which are coming from abroad, relocation projects, the cost of transportation is also being reimbursed up to rupees 10 crores. And we recognize the importance of R&D. Therefore, specifically for R&D projects for employees who are engaged in the R&D sector, there is an incentive of 10,000 rupees per employee per month. There are other policies also. This is the general industrial policy. We have policies for fintech. We have policies for electric vehicles, for electronics hardware manufacturing. We will shortly be coming out with policies for the life sciences sector, for R&D and footwear. And these will also be released shortly. Each of these policies have something unique to offer to that sector. And the investor can choose whichever policy suits him best. So if incentives under the industrial policy are working out better, investor can choose that. If the investor feels that maybe in the electronics sector, the incentives under the EST electronics policy are suiting better, the investor can choose that. Guidance is the nodal investment promotion agency for the state. So starting from reaching out to investors to facilitating the investment, the single window clearance we offer. Honorable CM launched more than 100 services on the single window portal in July. And by next year, we will have another 100 services which will be on the single window portal. Guidance facilitates clearances across all departments, chiefly the clearances which are required mostly for land approvals, plan approvals and planning. Then the pollution control board, EB connections, fire NOCs, then for manufacturing, the industrial safety clearances. All of these clearances are facilitated by guidance itself. We also have strong external engagement. We engage with embassies across the world. We have a strong relationship with more than 15 countries with whom we have regular engagements. And we also engage with the industry associations. Apart from initial single window facilitation, we have also a portal called BizBuddy. This is for subsequent post-production grievances. If there are any issues, there is a portal called BizBuddy and grievances can be raised over there. Finally, for any further queries, please do reach out to us. We will be more than happy to facilitate your investment. Thank you.